Hi team, I apologize for a second early call, but this afternoon I am going to be covered in plaster dust because I'm going to be sanding all the drywall we just put up. So I apologize in advance. Next week should be back to the normal time. Anyways, so what do we got going on this week? We have the semi-annual Team Beachbody sale. And these things are gold, but you gotta get the word out. And the one thing that I came to know over the years, which I didn't know people didn't know about this, was that in your Coach Online office, when you go to your customer list, you have two really awesome options. You have send bulk email and you got send bulk ecard. So use these features. These features are awesome. You get them as part of your coach fees. I mean, man, this company really gives us everything we need. If you do not have an autoresponder, this is your gold, right? So how do these features work? What it does when, for example, you click send bulk email, it's gonna pull up all of your customers. You're gonna see it in a window. So if there was anybody you wanted to uncheck for any reason, you can do it in that box. Or if you, let's say you had like 6 of your customers you wanted to email about something very specific, maybe an upcoming challenge group that they wanted to participate in, then you could uncheck everybody and just go through your list and click on the people that you wanted to send it to. It just saves you having to go and find their emails and copy and paste it. It's a pain, right? And it does BCC, which means blind. So they're not gonna see everybody else's email, right? Like this is just you sending it to everybody and it looks like you only sent it to them, which is in business, that's what we want, right? So it feels a little bit more personal. So you're gonna be able to use that feature, exact same the way that it works for the ecards. Now the ecards, there are a slew of them, which is really awesome. So if you have not started using these yet, you've got a really cool tool that you can start sending out. Do not mass email like every single day. I made that mistake when I signed up and people hated me for it, so don't do that. I was just so pumped about the feature, but you could definitely send something once a week. That's not like, that's not overkill. When you first go to the ecards, we're just going to use ecards for now, they've got a page where there's kind of the features, and that's where you're going to see anything that's on sale. That's where you're going to see, right currently, you're going to see these Spring into Health promotion. They've got a few different ecards for that, and when you look at them, they do have they explain what they are. And you can click on them and check them out and go, oh, okay, well, I didn't really want this one, and I'm going to go and check out the other one. Not on all of them, but on some of them, they do have Spanish versions. So if you've got, heavily your client base is that, then that's probably going to be who you want to send out to. So you're going to see a few different versions, like you're the Kickstarter one or the Canadian one or the US one. If you've got a mix of clientele, I generally just suggest you could go and individually click through them, but if your list is big, I personally just send out the US eCard because I'd say at least 70 to 80% of my clientele base is in the US, and it does specify in these eCards USD or CAD for what price these things are, so you do have that to go by. So when you go into the eCard, sometimes it gives you the option to put in a little bit of personal information. It almost always gives you the option to put in your contact email and phone number. It does port that into it from what they have saved on file, so you can do that. Some of them also give you the option to put in a message. Not all of them. It really depends on which eCard you're sending out. For example, some of the different ones about the coaching opportunity allow you to put in a very personalized message, which is good because you want to be able to relate to who you're talking to. And some of them, like when it's a sale, it's a little more generic, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just depends on what you're sending out. So for now, we're going to talk about the summer sale because that's what's happening right now. So when you go into your Coach Online office, you're going to go to My Business My Customers customer list. Click on that and the page is going to load. And when you see, it's got the big template for all of your customers laid out, in the top left-hand corner, that's where you see those two buttons, send bulk email, send bulk ecard. Click on the send bulk ecard option, and it's going to take you to the feature page of the ecards. You're going to see right now they do already have up the US and the Canadian. You can pick which one is applicable to you, and that's going to take you to the next page to confirm your name and your number and your email. Go to the next page and you're going to see an overview of what the e-card looks like, and and then you're going to go to the next page. There's a few that it takes you through, and it does let you put in whatever you want the header of the message to be, what it's going to show up in their inbox as. So you can really customize with that. Don't go too salesy with it, because that becomes, it could go in their spam folder. You want to do something that's a little more personalized with that. So you can kind of play around with what feels right for that. I don't want to necessarily give you any suggestions because you want to make it sound like it's you, but you could go like, so excited for Team Beachbody's semi-annual sale that kicks off today in Canada and it's already live in the States. Details inside. I don't know, you could do something like that. And then after that, you can go to send, and it'll take you to a page, and it's gonna reload a couple times as the emails go out. Just let it sit there for a little while. If it seems like it got stuck, don't go to a new page. Just hit the refresh button. It won't mess it up. They'll keep sending until it's sent to everybody. And the really cool thing about the ecards, so let's say you've already sent your ecards out. Next to the My Business tab, there's my something. It's the right-hand side next to My Business. Of course, I can't remember now that I don't have it in front of me. When you click that, it'll show you my email, my ecards, and something else. Hover over the ecards, and it'll have this management thing. And if you click on that, it'll take you to all the ones that you've sent out. And you can click on those and see who's actually opened them and how many times they've looked at it. So that's going to tell you who's interested in stuff. So you can personally reach out to them a little bit more. And that's just such a handy tool to see who's doing what. I love that about that. Now they don't have the feature, unless I'm completely unaware of it, on the emails to see who's read it. So with the emails, what happens after you say send bulk email, the list comes up, you say who you want to send it to, and you go to the next page. It's going to give you a blank email template. And you could do something completely personalized with this. Sometimes I do that instead of using an e-card, just because it's a little more personal. You can put images in there, you can put whatever text you want, you can put links. So it really gives you the flexibility to reach out to your customers in a lot of different ways. And especially if you've got an upcoming challenge group, send out a bulk email. Be like, hey guys, I've got this challenge group coming up. We're going to be doing Insanity Max 30. Who wants to join me? We're starting on X date. Just send me an email back if you're interested or want some more information. And that gets your customers completely engaged. You can also send out some helpful things like recipes. You can send out fit tips. You can basically keep them engaged in a way that's very hard as your list grows to do on a one-on-one basis. Because, I mean, when you've got a couple hundred customers, you're no way you can reach out to them on a really regular basis. It's just not practical anymore. So you need to be able to reach out to everybody, and they can write you back then. The ones who are really want to engage with you at that time, they can get in touch with you more easily that way, because they go, hey, thanks so much for that recipe. By the way, I've kind of fallen off the wagon. Do you have a group open right now I can join? That happens all the time. So be sure to use these features to help your business. They're there for you to simplify things, because you have to spend a lot of time prospecting new prospects, right? So if you can save time with the people that you work with already, great. Then you've got more time to bring in new people. I'm not saying you don't reach out individually anymore. I'm just saying it's a feature that's going to save you time, so you don't only have to reach out individually. You can help more people on a broader scale this way. And that's what running a business is all about. It's about how can we get more efficient to reach more people in less time so you can help more people. So use these features, they're there for you. It always surprises me how many coaches don't even know about the ecards and the bulk email. I'm like, oh my gosh, these tools are amazing. They give you so much flexibility to reach out. So be sure to use them. And like I said, summer sale is already started in the States yesterday. It starts today in Canada by noon PST. So get the word out. Let people know about it. Hi, Bryce. Yeah, the ecards are amazing. Oh, my foot went numb. Uh-oh. Yeah, the ecards are really well done, and they've got a lot of different ones you can go and check out, and you can just go to the ecard section and flip through them all to get a feel for them. But they've got like fitness programs, they've got a challenge pack section, they've got supplements section, they've got a 3-day refresh section, they've got a coach onboarding section. I mean, it's crazy. They've got so much for us to use to help us spread the word, to help us engage. So one of the things I always suggest with the Coach Online Office, because it is a little overwhelming how much information is in it, is to spend a little bit of time going through the different tabs and see what is available in the Coach Online Office that you didn't even know existed, because there's a lot of really handy tools in there, and it might give you some ideas for different ways to reach out to people, for different ways to talk to people about different features. Under the My Business, near the bottom of the list, because it's a really big list that comes up, My Forms and Documents. Go through those, because you might learn some new things about the business. For example, if you have a customer that has ever ordered a challenge pack, doesn't matter if it was 5 years ago, they can sign up for as a coach and have the coach fee reimbursed. They've got this really short online form where they just put in their name, coach ID, and the order date, which you can pull up from your customer list. You go and find them in your customer list, and you scroll over and you go view order history, and you'll be able to see what date they ordered it on and provide that for them if they're not sure what it was, especially if it was 5 years ago. And yeah, and then they can get that $40 reimbursed, and especially if they're a regular Shakeology drinker, bam, they save 25%. You've got a new discount coach, easy peasy. So a lot of different stuff that is very helpful in the Coach Online Office, and it is overwhelming. So I say, like, until you know it like the back of your hand, spend like 5-10 minutes each day going into the online office and checking out the different features that are there, because you might find something that's really helpful for you to use. So that's kind of my tutorial on the bulk email and the bulk ecards, and definitely get to using them, especially right now with the summer sale going on. Great opportunity. And bulk email out about the Shaun T week coming up next week. Be like, hey guys, don't know if you've heard about Shaun T week coming up next week. I am so excited about it, or however you want to say it. Basically, here's what's happening. There's a new Shaun T workout going up every day for a week on Beachbody On Demand. If you don't have it, there's a 14-day free trial you can use for this. Just get them pumped up and be like, I really want you to join me for this. There's going to be a modifier who's going to be able to do, low impact modifications if you have a problem with your knees or any of your joints. Hope you can join me for this. Write me back. I'll save you a spot in our group. Bam. You've just reached all of your customers to let them know. You didn't have to go like, hey, Joe, how you doing? By the way, did you know this is happening? And then, hey, Janet, how you doing? This is happening, right? Because it's time. You want to be able to, boom, reach all of your customers instantly, and then go and reach out to new people for this. So this is going to be such a big time saver for you in the future coming up on it. Hi, Carrie. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sorry this is so early. But anyways, I'm not going to go on forever here. Go use the feature, and once you've sent it, in the comments, tell me how it went. Tell me like, man, that was easy, or oh, I kind of got stuck on this, or man, I didn't even know this existed. So that's your task for today, is go and send a bulk email or a bulk e-card and tell us how it went. So, oh, you're welcome, Gordon. So have a great day, guys, and let's go and have some fun with this summer sale, because there's some really good stuff on there. I'm gonna go and get me some Derm exclusive. Bye, guys.